Hey traders, John Howell here today. Bit of an update across the markets. A few things I want to share with you across the actual stock market, but also I want to give you guys a bit of a lesson down history lane that something I really have learned when it comes down to your trading. And there's some things that I know that are going to really help you out. So let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty, traders, let's get straight into it. See that trading course there, guys? Make sure you get free access to that. Link in the description. Go get access to it right now. So let's actually, I want to do a quick little thing about one thing I've actually noticed about my 19 years of trading the markets, and something that I know that can really help you as well too, right? So here's a few things that I have noticed, or one of the things that I've noticed when it comes down to your trading, and that I was talking to this with some of my clients recently, some of my private clients recently, and I was telling them that this is something that you need to understand about trading and the ebbs and flows of trading. So for example, what I'm talking about here is that there's a lot of people are like, well, how many trades a week do you get? And it's like, see, that is the wrong question, right? Because the market goes through different phases. It goes through up, it goes through down, it goes through sideways, it goes through volatile times, right? So therefore, the market's always gone through different phases. Different stocks are going through different phases, and so on and so forth. So there's never going to be a certain number of trades per week or even per month, right? And one thing I found is that the higher the probability of the system, the less trades you're going to get throughout the entire year. The less probability, the more trades, and so on and so forth. So when we're doing that, right? When we're doing that, and when we're trading the markets, it's important to understand the ebbs and flows to your trading system. So the first thing is that, firstly, do you have a trading system? If so, cool. That's what you should be trading. If not, well then your trading sucks, and you're probably going to be going backwards. Okay, if you don't have a trading system, if you're trading at the seat of your pants right now, based off what your thoughts are, based off what a YouTube video says, I guarantee your trading sucks right now, especially in this day and age where we are right now. So what happens with your trading is that it goes through ebbs and flows, right? So for example, we just come off, this February has been incredible. We had a few really good, what we call home run type of trades. So I know that in the back of my mind that there's probably going to be another 3 or 4 weeks moving forward, that after this next maybe another 2 or 3 or 4 weeks, that we may not get many, if we may not even get any trades happening when it comes to my trading system, because my trading system is so highly successful. Like for example, I've had 5 trades, 1 loss. That's the success rate there, right? And so the thing about trading, right? The thing about when you're doing your analysis with trading and doing your actual overall trading is that we need to understand the ebbs and flows. So the market's going to present you some really good opportunities, but then it's going to go quiet for a while, and you're not going to get some good opportunities. And then it's going to present opportunities, and then it's going to go quiet for a while. And when I say for a while, as I said before, an example of me is that I'm coming off February now, an incredible month. So then I understand now also that moving forward in the next couple of weeks, maybe even for the next month, I may not have any trades. And then boom, and then suddenly I may have some really good, what we call home run type of trades, right? So this is the ebbs and flows of what we go through with the markets there. So please try to have an infinite patience, right? Try to have that, and that's the hard. I was talking with my clients recently, right? That's always the hardest thing about trading, isn't it? Right? Having the patience in your life to start to really see the fruits of your labor. Because we know, right? We know the big thing, that one of the biggest things that stops us is our impatience. And if we just slow down a little bit and started to stay calm, started to be calm, and started to be a lot more patient, then the results will come, right? They may not come when we want them, but if we just be a little bit more patient, you know what? Results are going to come. So they're the big things that I really wanted to focus on when it comes to the markets. Now let's go look at the actual big stock market here. What's happened with the Dow Jones today? We actually had a bit of an update today. We're still bouncing off my trend line, this support line here around the 32,500 level. So we're still getting a little bit of a bounce here. We may continue to get a little bit of a bounce from here and then start to roll over and then start to break down. If we do get something like this, then it's pretty much going to be a bit of a bloodbath coming into the markets through there. So that's what the Dow Jones is doing right now. The S&P 500 is right now at the other side of this trend line, right? So we did hit this. If I'm looking at this from a resistance point of view, this whole resistance line here was a strong level of resistance. Plus also we had this recent high. So I'll take that out. And this is actually a big thing here, guys. Check this out, right? It's a big thing here is people like bull flags, right? Look at this here, up. See this bull flag through here? This is where you can never preempt what a bull flag is going to do. Because it's a bull flag does not mean it's going to break up. This didn't break up, right? So a lot of people say, oh, it's a bull flag. It's bullish. It's going to break up. And it doesn't. It's like, hang on a minute. That doesn't make sense. That's the reason why now it's actually broken down out of this bull flag. Guess what? Now we're finding a lot of resistance on there. And if I just draw that in a bit more solidly for you, there you go. That's the key word there for it. Solidly for you from that there to that there. And we extend this out from here. You'll notice one thing. What are you actually noticing from here now, right? So that's actually the other side of, what are you actually noticing right now when it comes to this? Firstly, you're actually noticing that when it broke to the downside, but look what's happening here for the last couple of days, right? Rejection once, and we've also had a rejection twice. So we're actually, this whole level of resistance here, now support on this flag is now holding as an area of resistance. And we also now, look at this here, support. We also had all these support levels through here, but look what's happened. We support, we actually broke below it, but now we're actually, look where we, see what actually happened? Not only did we reject the other side of the channel of this flag here, but now we actually closed well below it in the market here, right? So we closed well below it in what this market's doing from here. Looking over now through, that simply means that it's pretty bearish as we speak right now. Looking over now through to the Nasdaq, and the Nasdaq's doing something really similar to the S&P. What is it doing? It's doing another one of these flaggy formations. That's right. The key word for that is flaggy, right? One of those flaggy formations. From there to there. Let's do that from there to there. And then let's bring this down from there to there. You can see, right, we're still actually in the flag, aren't we? So we're in this sort of bull flag formation. Now this bull flag formation is also going inside of all of this resistance level through here. You also can see it found a lot of support level through there. So that tells me by looking at this is that if we do start to get something like this, like a break out to the downside, then we should start to see something like this and then a bit of a move to the downside looking at the Nasdaq there. Move over now through to gold, a bit of a gold update. What happened with gold today? A bit of a bounce off my bit of a trend line here. This support and resistance line here I've got going back. If I bring this up through to here, the reason why I've got this support and resistance lines is because we've got the support, and then resistance, and then all the resistance through there, and then found the support level through there as well too, right? So that is the key area that we're now finding a bit of a bounce right now. Not too much of a bounce. We're still in this overall downward leg through here. But one thing I am expecting to see, I am expecting to see this thing bounce and hold, and then possibly start to see this move back to the upside from there as well too. So that's actually what I'm looking at there from when it comes to that gold pattern from there in that there. Let's go have a look at silver. Silver right now is also at what I call the area. It's a little more like a band of support level. So I call it a band, right? Because we've got all this support level through here, or support and resistance, and then resistance through here, and then support and resistance through here. And then now we actually get into this level through here, right? So we have a lot of support level through there. And that's what's actually going on in the market here. So I would expect to see some form of a bounce out of silver yet, but that depends on what actually happens here for when it comes to that. If I bring on my moving average, you'll be able to see, look at this here. So the moving average actually keeps things quite nicely. So I wouldn't be too surprised to see a bit of a bounce and see the moving average come up from there. But it's going to be interesting to see whether we do get that. If we do get that, then we're probably likely to see a bit of a rollover in the markets there. And then I'm moving over now through to the gold mining stocks. Gold mining stocks have had a very sharp sell-off in the markets, a lot more stronger than I originally thought. So we had look at this here, we had a very slow move up. So notice how we actually just slowly stair-step, look at slow, and then boom, right? Strong sell-off. So that tells me now we're at this low level through here. There's a high probability of us actually rolling up, coming through here, and then possibly having a big move down on the downside on the mining sector.